A bill extending the CARPER Law may yet be calendared in the lower house before the end of the second regular session of the 16th Congress. Again, here's Freddie Abando with the full story.
The Crusaders in the House pushing for the approval of a bill to extend the CARPER Law until 2016 is slowly gaining support. However, the numbers are not enough for the Rules Committee to include it in the order of business to be debated on the floor. The measure certified as urgent by the President will enable the Department of Agrarian Reform to complete the issuance of the notice for the coverage of private agricultural lands.
The Senate has already acted. The Senate has already passed this bill. So the ball is now in the court of the House of Representatives. It has passed through committee. It has already been certified by the President. And so what we're waiting for is for the House of Representatives to calendar this for deliberation or debate on the floor. So that's where we are right now.
The Senate has already approved its own version. Early this week, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines issued a statement urging the House to approve the measure which will lead to the completion of the program started by the President's late mother, former President Corazon Aquino, in 1989. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte said the proposed bill will be calendared by the Rules Committee, hopefully before the end of the second regular session of the 16th Congress.
There are two bills, pending with us. One is simply to allow enough time to continue what has already been started, and the other one is to continue the program, to include those that have never been even included, even notified or anything like that. I don't know why they framed it that way na dalawa. It would seem the thinking is baka kaya namin ipasa yung isa, similar to what the senators passed. And maybe we can.
The progress of the bill's passage has been hampered by the powerful Visayan bloc, especially the two sugar-producing provinces of Negros, the Panay Islands, and several Mindanao provinces. CAPI's Congressman Freddie Abando suggests the Visayan bloc has no intention of opposing the measure. Their only concern is for the Department of Agrarian Reform to review if the program has been successful, with special focus on the CARP's impact to the farmer beneficiaries and food production program of the country. DAR Secretary Virgilio de los Reyes said under the watch of President Aquino, gains were significant for the farmer beneficiaries and food security. With the combined resources of his department and the Department of Agriculture providing the much-needed support in funding.
It is necessary that there should first be a review of what so far has been the development as to the lands already distributed, whether or not these lands distributed are being occupied and used by the actual beneficiaries, because this land reform might only be used as a circumvention of the present situation, land holdings.
Is that the CARP support services funds are only coming from the DAR budget or the CARP budget. That is not the case. The reality is, support services for smallholder farmers also comes from the Department of Agriculture budget. And the support services budget of the Department of Agriculture is around 50 times bigger than what we have in the CARP budget. And yet people conveniently forget that the smallholder farmers assisted by DA are not ARBs. That is the farthest from the truth. Around 60 to 70%, or maybe even 80% now, the farmers that we have assisted by DA are in fact again reform beneficiaries. So we can't just look at the CARP budget and say kulang ang binibigay ng gobyerno. Malaki ang binubuhos natin, particularly in the DA budget for credit, for insurance, for farm-to-market roads, etc. that you find in the DA budget.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.